M0FXB Retekess TR113 or the Raddy 919. Let's talk antenna connections because it's quite crucial in using this device. So we're listening right now to 70 centimeters and we're using the walkie-talkie antenna. So if you look here, go up high, we've got a walkie-talkie. It's an SMA connection. I'll take that out so you can have a look. There you go. Just going to go like so, and you'll see. There it is there. SMA male, I believe. It's the same as what you would use on your Bofeng device. The other cool thing is you can control this with a Bluetooth app on your iPhone and your Android phone. Now you get this quite nifty sort of antenna here. I'm going to tell you about that as well. And I know right now we're on UHF, but you can actually listen using the walkie-talkie antenna, and you can also connect an external, like I've got an external SMA adapter here, SMA to SO239, so I can connect my external antenna, and obviously that's going to do a lot better for you than using the rubber duck unless you get outside up on a hill. So I just connect that for now to get a good signal. So if I type in, if I press the band button here, say see it says UHF, press it again and until that's airband, but press again, CB, that's wideband weather, sorry, weather band I meant, VHF. Now if I go to 145/600 and someone transmits, now to change the step, just press the little arrow here. Oops, gone too much there. Press the step until you want 5 there, or 2.5. Straight past it, of course. There. That's it. And that'll get us onto WR, and if someone speaks, we will hear them. The walkie-talkie antenna covers the 2 meters and the 70 centimeter band, but it's very crucial that to select that, so that's the first antenna with the SMA connector. We zoom in a bit. You have to select the external, and it actually says walkie-talkie there. If we just quickly, and if you notice, everything I'm doing is the app's doing, and I can use my phone to do it if I want. I'm just using the radio because it's more fun. So anyway, so if we look here, it says walkie-talkie antenna external, and we're on local. So if we press the antenna button just here, the next first one in, it's now moved to DX, so that's like amplifies it a bit. Press it again, local. I'm pressing the wrong button, sorry, I'm attenuating, so sorry about that. I'm meant to be pressing the antenna select button. So 1, 2, third one in. And it's now gone to the antenna that you're going to use for the HF bands, which is at the back. I will show you. To select the HF bands, you press the radio band here. It takes you into HF mode. There is a wait. And then we're now listening HF. If you want to change the mode from LSB here, you can just press and hold this button, the bandwidth, but you can also adjust the bandwidth. But press and hold, you change the mode. Even squelch, if you want squelch, press and hold the first one, it turns on the squelch. To set the squelch, you press here and turn the large knob to squelch level, press, and you can set it now, up and down, and then press and it saves it. But okay, and then we'll go back to where we were. It'll time out anyway. Okay, so now if we go, remember we chose, now it's gone back to the loop. Now the loop, when you push the button here and you see the loop, you've effectively selected the middle antenna at the top here. And then I'm going to show you that back antenna when you select, if I press it again, and you see the arrow like this. See, that's an antenna. So that selection, if I turn it round, okay, like so, is this part of the radio here. Okay, let's get that nice and close. You can use an adapter, just like this, BNC to 3.5, plug it in there. You only need to plug it in the end, really. You don't really need to push it in, as long as it's in the end there. Let me just go over that again because it paused. I'm going to turn it round, like so. So the top one is medium wave, which is 520 to 1710, medium wave. Next one down is SW1, which is long wave, 153 to 522, and the bottom one is short wave, which is, let's have a quick look, 2.3 to 30 megs. So the main thing to remember is that when you select, when you've got this, pressing the select button here, you're going from the back, and then when you see the loop, you're going to the top middle connector, which is a 3.5 jack. I'll show you that here. There is an on-off as well. Okay, turn it on and off. I don't see that it actually makes that much difference, but better to have it on, I suppose. So we're using the back container connector. When we select this here, it still sort of picks everything up even when you don't select it, I would say. And then if we press the attenuation, you've got the local, which I would say is attenuated, and DX is going to be the best. Step here, and if we put our app back here so you can see that we're controlling, and then we got the step by pressing. The steps change up here. We're 100 at the moment, and it's changing there, and we can use the up and arrows. We can type a frequency by pressing enter, and then we can go 7, and look, it's all showing up here, .15000. Let's go enter again. It should go in 7.1500. Let's try enter there. There you go, and then we can tune. Remember, this does broadcast radio as well. It does the ham bands. It does the air band. Select the air band. So we're on the back antenna at the moment. If we want to start using the middle antenna and put something like this in, we just press the antenna, and it shows the loop. It shows that we're on the internal. Let's press again. Sorry about that. Needs a better stand for that, don't I? DX is the back, internal, external. Now if we go to the 70 centimeter band, back to VHF, UHF, this one here. So we're on DB3WR, and we want to use the walkie-talkie antenna. We have to press select until it says walkie-talkie, and we want external. If you're going to use the internal, that's fine. Yeah, but we want the, because there's actually an antenna inside this device. But if we want the external one, which is the connector, like we've got, and it actually works really well. And remember, we can still set the squelch, press and hold is on and off. That's off, on. If we want to change the squelch, press and hold the set, turn, and there are other things you can adjust. Antenna gain. Never thought about antenna gain. Wonder how many levels we get there. 10. Oh, I want the full one. Oh no, that did actually change the 20B. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Press again. Go back. Walkie-talkie scan mode. Squelch level, press. And then we can change it up and down. And then when we've set it, 1. And then press OK. And it should just back out on its own. There you go. Volume up, and the squelch is on, but if we turn it off, we can tune down, see if anyone's about. And it does work. It's as good as your antenna. And remember, walkie-talkie, external antenna, DX mode, pressing the ATT. It does go quiet as you turn. That's probably the biggest problem with the device. They say that with the new firmware, but you can't actually update the firmware. You have to buy another one. You can press enter, go 1, 4, 5. Actually, let's do 430.925. Did that wrong. Oops. Make sure we're in, it should say UHF there, so let's do that. Now we can do it. So we're going to go enter 430.925. That works. Okay, squelch is on at the moment. Let's turn it off. That's a shame. I was looking for GB3FI. Try FZB. So I think that's enough for now. The main thing about this video is the antenna connections. I'm going to summarize. Put the squelch on. Press the antenna to cycle through the different antenna connections. So right now it says walkie-talkie antenna, so we've selected this antenna here. Make sure you can see what we're selecting. With the SMA connector, the first antenna that you can put a rubber duck in if you want. It'll screw in, same as your Bofung. And you can select internal or external. Press again. Now we're selecting the back antenna that you saw, and that's DX mode at the moment, but you can do local or DX. If you press the antenna again, we go back to, that's walkie-talkie. So now we need to go to the HF band. Press the radio band, so we go into HF mode. We can select the different, whether we want upper sideband, lower sideband. And yes, this will receive AM/CB. So now that we're in the HF mode, when we select the antenna, it's allowing us to select the middle loop, and we can do internal, external, which is an on-off switch on top. As you saw, all the back antenna. That's it. That's how it works. So it's a little bit confusing, but remember, this thing has an SD card in it. So it'll play MP3s. You can connect it to your computer. It will become a speaker. You can see that the Bluetooth's working there. So you can see that works, and you can still enter and so on, and then you can do broadcast radio if you want. I mean, it just covers so many bands. And like I said, when you're in this mode, in the HF mode, press the sub band to cycle through the different HF bands. That's the easiest way to do it. And then obviously you can enter and try and fine tune and step adjust here, and then quick press. If you want airband, just keep pressing, and then we'll go enter 133.850. That's airband. And this is the one that I'm getting a bit confused on regarding the antenna. So airband's only on AM. So at the moment we're using the back antenna. Let's press the select button, and look, it's not letting me change anything apart from, so I would say it is using the back antenna for airband. So I'll do some tests on airband and find out what the best setting is to actually hear some airband. Bye for now.